Welcome to this keys tutorial for the song This is the Kingdom from Elevation Worship featuring Pat Barrett. It's in the key of A at 73 beats per minute and it's in 6/8 time. There's an official Elevation Worship piano tutorial which shows the most important piano part. On the recording and even on some of the lives, there's actually two pianos playing in addition to organ and a couple of synthesizer keys part. And I'm going to show you how to put that all together. So there's a demonstration of what all the piano and synthesizer keys, organ parts sound like when they're all put together when you're the only keyboard player. If you watch the official video, you'll see that the piano player has an alternating bass line in the left hand, while the right hand is doing that. But if you play it that way with the alternating bass line, you don't have the sustain notes in order to play the pads and the synthesizers and the organ and some of those other things. And that's why when you saw me do it, I'm just holding that B and I'm letting an arpeggiator play. And you can set that up either using a standard Ableton arpeggiator going from this up 7/2 steps, and those are 16th notes, or you can do the same thing with chord trigger and the arpeggiator in main stage, or in my case, I'm using the arpeggiator for my piano sound in Omnisphere, and it's the same thing. It's 16th notes and just 2 notes, a 0, and then up 7/2 steps. So underneath that piano part, which on the tracks is called Piano 2, you have some sustained soft warm pads, and you can pick ones that sound the best to you based on listening to the tracks. Hear that held note? It's the 5 note of the A chord or E. On the D chord it's the 9th. And as I mentioned, there are actually 2 pianos on the recording. The piano 1 is playing some chords. So using the chord trigger or the chord MIDI function in Ableton, you just put them under the notes. And I'll show you what those notes are in Ableton. So here are those Ableton settings. Here's our main piano, which is playing the melody, and then here we have just a reinforcement on this E note here, and it's just a synthetic artificial piano. Here's those arpeggiators on the B, the E, C sharp, and the D. And again, mentioned this one is going from B to F sharp, this is going E to E, this is going C sharp to E, this is going D to F sharp, or A 4/2 steps. Here's those piano chords, which here's labeled Piano 2, again triggering off the B, the E, the C sharp, and the D. For the B it's 7, 10, 15, next 12, 16, 19, minus 12, 8, 10, 15, minus 12, 4, 9, 14. Here are those pads. For the first warm pad, again off the B, it's pitched up 10/2 steps. Then the notes are the 5th or 7/2 steps, and then the octave 12/2 steps. 17, and then 7 and 12. 8, 7 and 12 again. And the D is up 7, and it's 7 and 12 again. Here's the second pad. These are just to give us some low bass notes. Minus 12, minus 12, 16, minus 12 plus 3 to give us a minor third, and then minus 12 plus 4 to give us that F sharp, and here minus 12, 7, 12. And as mentioned, these are all the same settings on the intro, verse 1, and verse 2. Let's listen to the chorus. 1, 2, 3. Then into verse 3. The arpeggiator bass piano pattern is a little bit different on the chorus. So it starts with the A, 4, 5, 6. And then for the E, I'm hitting it up here, but what the pianist is actually playing, and you can see it on the official tutorial, it's and in order to do that, since it's hard to get that awkward pattern, you set the arpeggiator to trigger off this E note and go down minus 5/2 steps. So you're actually, your piano's going to play, then the arpeggiator, when you hit this, will play. And then the F sharp is just this up a fifth. So the first time through, I'm going up to this E. The second time through, I'm going down to this E. And those are fifths. So here are the Ableton setups. Here's that reinforced piano going up here between A3 and E4. Here's our main piano 2, D1 to E4. Here's our arpeggiators. Here going from the A up to that E above that A. And then down here is that F sharp, E, and D. Here's our piano chords on the A, minus 12, 24, 31, up to the E, minus 12, 17, 24. Separate notes here, F sharp, 15, 22, minus 12, 17, 24 on the E, and on the D, 16, 19, 26. Here's our pads, the first warm pad on the E, plus 12, 7, 12, up to the E, 5, 7, 12, down to the low E, excuse me, F sharp is up 15, 7, 12, then the low E, 17, 7, 12, the D, 19, 7, 12. Here's the second warm pad playing more chords, minus 12, 12, 19, 24 for the B, for the A, excuse me. On the higher E, minus 12, 16. The F sharp, minus 12, 15. E, minus 12, 16. The D, minus 12, 16. And here's that synth lead that reinforces that little piano lick. This. Then when you hit here, notice that on this F sharp, we've got it pitched up 15, and we've got an extra octave. So let's play verse 3. It's a little different. It has different chords on the second time through. goes B minor, E, F sharp minor, C sharp minor, D, and then we have this little high piano lick. Let's look at the Ableton settings. Here's our main piano range with a little, that reinforced again. And that little high lick I put in another piano just because it had a slightly different tone. And here it is going from A3 to A4. Here's those arpeggiators that were before. But again, what's different here is we've got an F sharp somewhere in here. There it is. And again, the F sharp is going up the fifth. And the C sharp down here, same thing. And the E, or excuse me, the D, there's no arpeggiator, notice. We just go into a different piano that's being held to play chords. The lick. So the piano chords for the B, 7, 10, 17, 22, the E, 12, 16, 19, 24. Here is the C sharp, minus 12, 8, 10, 15, the D, minus 12, 4, 9, 12, 16, little fuller chords on this chorus. Here is, I believe, our F sharp. Yes, we've got 12, 7, 15, 22, and another piano chord on the C sharp minor, 12, 15, 24, 27. And here's that held D, 12, 16, 24, 26. Here's our warm pads. The main one we're interested in that changes is that F sharp. Let's see if we can find it. Should be there. There's the F sharp, 17, 7, 12. And these were, as before, for the C sharp, which is down here. This is a warm pad 2. Minus, excuse me, an E. There's a C sharp somewhere. Let's find it. Here it is, I think. There's our F sharp, minus 12, 15. And the C sharp and the D. Here's the notes that are different. Minus 12, 15. Minus 12, 16. And here the organs come in, and it starts out with just a sustained organ. So here, B, 24, 3, E, 31, 5, C sharp, 22, minus 2, 5, D, 21, 5. And here on that F sharp, we changed to a vibrato organ. So notice I said organ 2, 27, 4, 9. For the C sharp, 34, 5, 9. And for the D, 31, 5, 9. Verse 4 is like verses 1 and 2, except that there's the first time through it, there's a G sharp in the bass instead of that low E. So it's then as before, and then same now to the low E. Then there's a pre-chorus. Theirs is the kingdom. D sharp minor. This is the kingdom. Theirs is the kingdom of heaven. They will be filled. So for verse 4 and the pre-chorus, there's just a couple of changes in the Ableton settings to get that G sharp. Here it is in the piano down here. And the chord is 8, 12, 19, 20. And then for the pads, here's our G sharp here. And it's plus 12 pitched up, 12 half steps, 3, 12. And then for the F sharp, let's see if we can find it. It's an E. There's got to be an F sharp here somewhere. There it is. And that's 15, 7, 12. And then for our second set of pads, for the G sharp, minus 12, 15. the F sharp minus 12, 15 also, and the D, no surprises there, minus 12, 16. And then our organ for the G sharp, that's the F sharp, let's find it. B. All right, that's what I thought. This F sharp really is a G sharp. I moved it accidentally, and it's 27, 5. And the F sharp's down here, 27, 4, 9, and the D is 36, 4, 7. And again, this is organ 2. This is that vibrato organ. The pre-chorus leads into a repeat of chorus 1 and chorus 2, which have the very same settings the first time we went through chorus 1 and chorus 2. And then following this repeat of those two choruses, we're going to go into an interlude, which has chords like the bridge, and then from there into the bridge. So let's look at the interlude parts. Let's listen to the parts for the interlude. Let's look at the Ableton settings. Here's our reinforced piano, A2 to C sharp 3. Here's going from D to C sharp for that. And to get here when you're doing it there. And here are the piano chords. So this is an A minus 12. This is an E and an F sharp, 7 up a fifth. D1, 7, 12, that low A, up 7 half steps or a fifth. Here are our pad settings. Minus 12, 12, F sharp, minus 12, 12, 22, 27, D 12, 16. These four parts here on the A, the E, the F sharp, and the D are playing that pattern that you hear running down softly in the background, which is this. You're going to play that later on when the bridge repeats in the piano, but right now it's just that soft synth. And then here are the organ chords. This is, again, the pattern A, E, F sharp, D, 12, 4, 7, 12, 19. The E is 12, 7, 12, 16. The F sharp, 12, 3, 7, 10. The D, 12, 4, 7, 12, 14, 16. So, as we said, there are 4 bridges, or the bridge repeats 4 times. The first 2 times, the Ableton settings and the fingerings and the chords are exactly as I showed you for the interlude. On the 3rd time through, the fingerings are the same, except the rhythm pattern is a little stronger. And we're getting this low bass note. So you're adding those down there, and you just add those into Ableton. Then on the 4th time of the bridge, it gets a little more complicated in the sense that you hear this. And the right hand is doing this. playing those quarter notes. So you have to practice it and coordinate a little bit with your hand. Now you have all the parts of the song in Ableton, and only what happens from this point forward are some repeats, and that may vary depending on how your worship leader wants to arrange it. On the original version, it goes into 2 choruses, and there's another instrumental and then an interlude, and then we have the bridges 3 and 4 repeat, and then more choruses, and then an outro, which is kind of a soft, very much like the intro settings, but the notes are different. And I'll just show you a little bit there. So you've got this. And then the last time. And that's the ending. I hope this tutorial was helpful for you to learn this song, at least the way Elevation Worship does it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and ring the bell and subscribe to be notified when I do the next song tutorial. Thank you very much for watching.